Hey, I'm Noah Kahan, and you're watching 101.9 KINK Radio in the live studio.
That's Noah Kahan. That's our new best friend right there on the stage. Hello, new best friend.
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
You were telling me backstage a minute ago you were excited to be here today because we had some other guests in the studio earlier today. You're a big fan of Typhoon?
Yeah, I'm a huge Typhoon fan. I found them on Spotify like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, how do they not have millions and millions and millions of songs like sold? So it was amazing. I saw them outside, which is really cool, and I fangirled a little bit and came up and approached them. And I was like, oh my God, are you guys Typhoon? It would have been really bad if they weren't Typhoon. So thank God they were.
I thought you were Typhoon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just 7 other guys.
15 other guys.
Yeah, oh my God.
They're from right here. I don't know if you know, they're from right here in Portland.
Right, yeah, they are, and they're going to tour with Mimicking Birds, who I'm also a huge fan with. So it's cool to see them.
Noah's playing tonight at the Wonder Ballroom with LP, who's been in this room multiple times. Yeah, right. Is right. We are big fans of LP. Let's talk about your music and your life. And the Hurt Somebody EP just came out last month.
Yep, about a month ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's all. Yeah, you can clap for that.
Hey, why not? Hey.
We're big supporters of music makers, man. So you grew up on a tree farm, true or false?
Yes, yeah. I grew up on a tree farm, but it's not as cool as it sounds. It's just the government comes in every 20 years and cuts down some of our trees so we can get tax exemptions. But I do live on a very big farm, so it's very Vermont. It's cool. It's 130 acres. I've got 5 dogs, and we just hang out. It's awesome.
So were you like isolated? Or are you kind of far off from civilization, or is it just down the road?
So yeah, I mean, I'm about 20 minutes from the closest gas station, and there's no cell service for like 45 minutes. So it's pretty isolated. I mean, huge property, and the closest neighbors are pretty far away, and it was cool. It's a town of about 1,000 people, so you're pretty much isolated everywhere. But it was beautiful.
Do you dig that?
I loved it looking back now. It's cool that I get to go explore other cities because you kind of gets a little bit of like The Shining type stuff going on there after a while in the wintertime. Like if the roads are bad, I'm just at home all day for like a week. So it's definitely nice to be able to tour and go see different cities that I wouldn't have seen otherwise, and be in places with more than 1,000 people, and where the gas station clerk wasn't in the hospital room where you were born. It's cool. It's cool to see people you don't know, and it's cool to explore. But I definitely appreciate my childhood a lot.
It's Jimmy from the gas station.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I read that you said that your mom's iPod was a huge influence. I mean, that's where you got turned into a lot of music that you grew into love. Was there any one particular artist or album that you went, wow, this is how I know this is what I want to do?
Right. I think it was the Counting Crows' second album that I listened to, and I was just like, their lyrics and their melodies were so catchy and like honest, and I just wanted to make music like that. And then I heard Forever by Bon Iver a couple years later.
Yeah.
And I just knew that like if I could do like something a quarter of as cool as that, then I would be happy for the rest of my life. So I wanted to kind of chase that feeling and chase honest folk music.
Have you had a chance to meet Adam from Counting Crows?
No, I haven't.
And tell him that?
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I'm going to find out where he lives and go make that happen.
Oh, you will? Yeah, for sure. You're en route to the Bay Area, right? That's coming up after?
We actually just came from San Francisco.
Oh, came from San Francisco.
I missed my chance. But we'll be back.
Okay. I want to ask you about a guy named Joel Little. These people probably don't know who Joel is. You do. I'll give you a clue. Joel's made records with Lorde, Broods, Fits in the Tantrums, Imagine Dragons. Weird Al Yankovic is on his resume. I don't know if you know that.
I actually didn't know that.
What did the connection with Joel mean to you in your career? And can you break down who he is?
So Joel is, I think, the best producer working today, and one of the best songwriters of the past 10 years. I mean, he wrote all of Lorde's first record, which was obviously a kind of iconic record, and he's worked on so many different things. He's a real chameleon in how he can interact with different artists. And I think what he's really good at, and what I was so fortunate to have him for, was being able to find a sound that some artists might not hear themselves. And I brought him all these songs, and I was lucky enough to get in the room with him, and he kind of had a vision that I didn't see, that he kind of transplanted into the music that I think brought it to a really cool place. Especially with folk, it's easy to go down kind of the road of just making 3-chord songs and just doing a whole record like that, but he kind of added contemporary instruments and a kind of unique modern sound into folk rooted music, which I think is really incredible.
That's a good brain to pick in that guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's also a really great guy.
Yeah.
He's a really down to earth. Everyone from New Zealand's pretty funny and witty and dry. It's kind of the same kind of sense of humor I have, so it was nice to hang out with him.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm going to shut up and get out of the way. Noah, thank you so much for taking time out for us today, man. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you
All
guys
right.
all for coming.
One more time for Noah. Kahan, everybody.